What's going on? This is my life in the shot. I'm your host, Donald Watch that. I want to bring you guys several stories. One of them, Sierra Jamison, 30 years old. She had a 6-year-old son. She was found strangled to death on her home on the 7800 block of South Indiana Street. They have a suspect in custody. I'm going to bring you guys that. I'm going to also bring you guys 10 robberies within 1 hour. Up north, I cannot stand a thief. I'm going to also bring you guys Gyms West in Philly, what they're doing to combat violence and to keep their business safe. I want to also bring you guys that the young girl, Sierra Jamison, she was a victim of
carjacking
robbery. However, in that newscast, they were talking about women of color being victims in this city. And what are we doing to keep them safe? Renee, what's going on?
Yeah.
Sierra Jamison, this was the picture here.
Yeah. So they did that was CBS. They did a segment because they came out with an article a few months ago about violence against Black women in Chicago. And so she was a victim of a carjacking. So that happened about a month ago.
Right. And I tell people, we have to protect our women, our children, and our elderly. It is up to us in the community. We cannot vote our way out this mess. We can't pray our way out this mess. I was telling people about stop and frisk. I would implement it. I would shut everything down. I want to bring you guys to the suspect. Now, what's going on with the suspect? The news.
Right.
What's going on with the suspect?
Right. So he's 63 years old. We don't have any background info on him as far as if he has a record or a criminal record or anything. But so the family is saying she knew him. He was a friend. So I'm guessing maybe he was somebody from the neighborhood that she knew. And they're trying to say maybe he may have made some advances towards her and maybe she rejected him. That's what I'm thinking.
You know what? All right. So his name is Lawrence Boyle. He's 63. She's 30.
And she's 30.
Huh? Right. And so, you know what? We've done so many shows where women, and I used to ask, like, yo, how come women are so cold, like just to say hi or you look nice? And a lot of women are cold and they walk away. And I feel in this case, sometimes you can't even be nice to some people. I'm wondering what this was. Was he stalking her? Was he watching her? What was the case in this?
Right. It says the family is saying she knew him, considered him a friend. So I don't know about stalking her, but I think maybe he tried to make an advance on her. I don't know why. She was 30 years old. So that's a huge age gap. And I'm curious to see if his background info will come out, if he was just a predator.
So she was found strangled and beaten in her garage on the 7800 block of South Indiana. This is in the Greater Grand Crossing neighborhood. She was a phlebotomist. I think that's somebody that draws blood, something like that. But she was established.
Yeah.
This happened September 18th. All right.
Right. Around 7:30 p.m. She hadn't come home. So her family went looking for her, and her mother actually is the one that found her strangled in the garage.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah.
I want to bring you guys this particular story. 10 armed, 10 within an hour. So what that shows to me is I believe the same 10 young boys is who did this. You know, from me interviewing victims to see the hurt and the pain in their eyes. And
yeah.
Now we City of Chicago and New York both have a crisis going on. And it's the migrant crisis, all right? However, they are willing to work and put their feet to the floor. You hear me? I cannot stand a thief. You got the same 24 hours. From the second I wake up, I get a cup of coffee and I start working.
I think in one of these robberies, it was a 70-year-old man or something that they said was complying.
78-year-old man.
And they started beating him.
That's the picture right here. I don't have the video. I can't show you guys the video, of course. But y'all then went up north to rob these people, and y'all beat a 70. I hope they give you 40 years, mandatory minimum. Brandon Johnson, you got a lot on your plate. The governor and the mayor and everyone, the new superintendent.
Yeah. So these robberies are getting out of hand. I think a few weeks ago it was something similar, like it was so many robberies, and I think they got some suspects as young as 14 years old or something like that.
Yes, they have a few. Not in this case. This just happened
Not
last
in this
night.
case, but a prior case.
Right. In some of these cases, they have suspects, and we're talking 13, 14 years old. When you can easily go get a
Right.
job at Burger King and McDonald's. Not at 16, you can easily just go get a job at Amazon and get as
Well,
many hours as you want.
at 13, 14, 15, at those ages, I always ask the parents, where are the parents? Why are your kids out robbing and beating elderly people and carjacking at that age? I think it's some type of way hold the parents responsible. I don't know how, but some type of way they need to be held responsible.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I would go lock them up too. Oh, yeah, by the way, we just caught your son up north carjacking. Come with us, ma'am. Come with us, sir. You're under arrest.
And I think this is like 1 in the morning. So where are your kids at? Why are they unaccounted for?
Exactly. Why ain't they worried about waking up, going to school, going to college, doing something productive in your life? And then you go up north to rob these people? Stop it.
As far as the jail time, I think Illinois is a little soft on juveniles, right? On underage. So they're unfortunately, if they catch them, they'll probably be out soon. Unfortunately,
I'm telling you, dude, with the officer that didn't make it, one of the guys had 3 criminal trespass. That means he had 3 carjackings, and they knocked it down to criminal trespass to a vehicle. And then he was
yeah,
out for the fourth time for a carjacking, and then he committed that attempted carjacking where they ended up ending the life of a police officer.
right,
That's what I'm saying.
and yeah,
There's a lot of these. I'm telling you, a lot of blue states. Why are y'all so? You won't. Oh, you bet not go to Texas or Arizona with that. Oh no, 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 no. Tell you something. 13 years old. Oh, they don't care. Oh, you 13. You want to
yeah.
carjack? Oh, you want to come here and carjack? I tell you what. Have a seat for about 20 years.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, I don't see this problem going away or getting better. So I think if you're going to be out, late 1, 2 in the morning, be very aware of your surroundings. If you see a car, just abruptly stop. If you're trying to park, you might want to be on a defense some type of way. So, I mean, in Illinois, you can conceal to carry, right?
Right. You can conceal the carry, absolutely. But a
Yeah.
78-year-old man, no way. Let me tell you something. And I think, when the George Floyd riots, a lot of police officers were protesting, the community protesting them. And I think it's something with the prosecutor, of course, Kim Fox, and the judges. Why are y'all letting these criminals out of jail for
Yeah.
carjacking, robbery, and they're back out on the streets and they get a slap on the wrist
Yeah.
and they go back and do it again, again, and again. And a lot of these
Yeah.
robberies are turning into homicides because it's like a gateway drug. It's like marijuana. It's a gateway drug to something harder. Burglary is a
Yeah.
gateway crime to something harsher. And a lot of these robberies
Right.
are ended up in homicides.
Yeah. And I think on the news they said he was complying, so they just started beating him.
For no reason. For no reason. This is the time I wish somebody came out and just did society a huge favor. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I know it sounds harsh, but anyway. All right. So now, speaking of protecting your community, Philly is protecting their businesses. What's going on with
Yeah.
this?
So this is Jim's steakhouse in West Philly, and they closed in 2019 due to the pandemic, which restaurants were having trouble. So they just reopened. It's 2023, and so they've had a lot of people. The twist is they have armed guards patrolling. While people are out in line trying to get a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. So my thing is this what we've come to? Is this necessary?
You know what? In Philly, their Philly cheesesteaks is like crack. Like wow, it's like they love they Philly cheesesteak, but just like home of the hoagie with that long line, man, yo, you can make a lot of money, and that's a
Yeah.
good idea. And see, this is why in our communities the prices go up on everything because now if you want
Right.
to have a party, if you want to, you got to hire 5 security guards just to throw a get together, a party.
Yeah.
Go to the club. Club's got to have 5 security guards pat you down and make people uncomfortable.
Yeah. So yeah, there. I mean, I think those are. I don't know the type of weapons, but assault rifles or AR-15s. I don't know what they're called, but they're heavily armed. And so my question is that maybe it's necessary. Like Maxwell's in Chicago. If you had that, maybe that whole incident wouldn't have happened.
You know what? From what I understand, I believe they made some of the gas stations. It was mandatory they
Yeah,
have security guards. And yeah,
they did in one of the gas stations, at least one in North Philly. They have armed guards as well, like this as well.
yeah. You know what? And the Patriots want to feel safe. And
All right.
they deserve to be safe.
Yeah.
And Philly is off the map. Y'all hear me? They already are recording 318 homicides in 2023, and they're nowhere near. They only got, I think, 500,000 people in Philly.
Yeah.
We have 476. All right, they are
Yeah.
much much smaller than Chicago, and they already hitting 318. It's off the map. I follow their page, and every single day, homicide, 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 homicide.
Yeah.
It's off the map in Philly, y'all. Man,
Right.
hey, I ain't mad at them. Keep your business safe, but this young girl, um, Defiant on Kedzie in Ohio. I saw this on Facebook, and I saw the video, and it was terrible. You saw people. She was in the alley, and she passed away. You could just see people's phone, person recording it, and you could see just people recording it, and people posted it all on Facebook, and this young girl is just lying there. And
Wow.
but it comes back to protecting. They were doing a
Right.
segment on protecting young women.
Yeah.
Protecting your women. Okay, so she's from. Well, the story's gonna read that she's from Atlanta. I was wondering who she was because I saw the
Okay.
video, but I heard nothing about her. Except for people
Yeah.
posting that. But I heard nothing about the story. So they said she was
Yeah.
originally from Atlanta and resides in Chicago. And then she passed away from an unknown incident, and law enforcement agencies are investigating now. And the cause of death is not revealed yet. They haven't confirmed whether it's a homicide or suicide.
Yeah.
But for this,
Probably a homicide.
that's what I'm wondering too.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so for this young girl, just last month, to be featured on the news for attempted carjacking,
Carjacking. Yeah.
and
And then a month later,
right.
for her to be found strangled in her own garage.
Let me tell you something. People, a lot of people. I was talking to some people, and they commenting on my Facebook page. Why don't y'all just move? They like, yo, some of
Yeah.
these areas, some of these neighborhoods, straight bullets. Innocent.
So
Go ahead.
in one of the segments, or a family member, if I'm not mistaken, says she was looking to move. So
Yeah,
she was looking to move, but unfortunately, it wasn't in time. And we also want to keep in mind she left. She has a 6-year-old son, autistic 6-year-old son, that somebody has to take care of now because some predator wanted to take her life.
7800 block of South Indiana, Grand Crossing neighborhood. She was renting that home there.
Right. She was renting it. Yeah.
So comes back to the people in the community. Yo, we gotta start, and it's collectively. This is everybody. This is everywhere.
Yeah.
Because we're seeing stories everywhere. No
Right.
community. Suburbs to the city to downtown. Now up north. nobody's safe.
Right.
We got to protect ourselves. The police can only do so much. We got to step out and do something. Anyway, make sure you guys, thanks for coming on, Renee. Make sure you guys like, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this video. Peace, y'all.
City on fire. Ooh, down to the wire. My life in the shy.